What I'd like to do in this next lesson is to show you how to draw noses and some of the things that go along with it, like the wrinkles on the side of the nose and mustaches, and also face shapes. We're going to throw in there ears and maybe some hair design and different things like this. But the main things I'd like to do are to show you how to draw noses and face shapes. So label number 1. And what you're going to do is you're going to draw a circle. Kind of like this. Let's darken it in just a little bit. Number 2. Do that same circle. You can draw a circle down here and a circle like over here, almost like a Volkswagen bug. So it's going to look like this, but I'm going to darken it in so you can see it. So you get this circle. Darker circle, darker circle. Number 3. Same thing you just did. Do your circle. Circle, little circle, little circle. This time what you're going to do is you're going to start in this circle here and make a bowl. It comes up like this. Now what's really happening here is this is a nostril, and the main part of the nose here. This is the bottom part of the nose. Number 4, we're going to put it all together. So number 4, draw your circle, your nostril, and your nostril. And now, let's come back in and darken this in. First of all, you put your bowl like that. Then do a C around this nostril, but stop where you touch the bowl on the bottom. Then a backwards C on the other side and come around and touch the bottom like this. And then you're going to go up to the top. But when you come near the top, you bend up like this. And then on the other side, you kind of bend down like this. This is the crown of the nose. Comes down, stops at the top of the nostril. Now let's put all these pieces together without using these 4 steps, like drawing all this stuff. But I want to show you how it works now. So we're going to start out with the bowl shape. So you come down here and you do a bowl shape, kind of come down, come up like this. Then do your C, come around the back side like this, go to the other side of the bowl shape and do your backwards C, come up to the top, and then off the top of that first C that you drew, you come up and then bend up the nose to the top like this. And on the other side, come down, and you can come down like this. Now in some people's noses, well actually a lot of noses, you'll see a highlight. The highlight is a square with a triangle. So you put that square there like this, and the triangle stretch kind of around the side of the nose like this. And to draw shadows, your shadow is going to come around the side of that C like this, just a little line, and then along the bottom of the nose, and you put it along this edge like this, and you get that shadow. I want to do at least 2 more noses. I want to do a wide one and a long one. So let's start out with a wide one. get this bowl, start here, have your bowl kind of stretch across like this, and come up, and then put your C, your backwards C, and then you stretch the top of the nose or kind of really get it right to the center and bend it up. And then the other side, you come around like this to the top. Then we're going to put your highlight, square, with a triangle coming off the top. And then put your shadow, just a little bit there and down underneath. This time I'm going to show you how to make nose lines coming off cheek lines. So what it's going to do is, this is going to be just a cheek line. What you do is you draw a little crutch coming off like this. Don't touch the nose, you just put a little crutch, looks like a little crutch holding the nose up like this, comes off to the side. And these are called cheek lines. Now let's do a long nose. So we're going to start up here, well actually down here. We're going to start with your bowl shape, just a normal bowl shape that kind of comes across like this. Do your backwards C. I'm sorry, your forward C. Then you do your backwards C. Now our nose is going to come up to about here. So you draw this side of the nose coming way up, bending up like this, side of the nose coming up like this, bending up like this. And then let's do a square or diamond shape in your triangle to get the highlights, shadows. And then we're going to do the cheek lines. Coming down like this, and then do a sideways eye just for the normal mouth like this coming across, and put the teeth in there. Let's leave a gap in the middle. Teeth, like squared off U's. And you can start to see how that's working. Next, I would like to show you how to do some mustaches. So we're going to draw a series of 3 noses with different mustaches. And the first one, well, let's just start out with a regular nose. Actually, let's make this nose kind of squared off. So what's going to happen is I'm going to start out with a bowl, but it's going to be kind of a squarish bowl that comes up like this. And then a squared off U, or I'm sorry, a squared off C, like this, and a squared off C kind of coming like this. And then the top comes up, squares across here like this. This time I'm going to put a bump in the nose and kind of up like this. Come down, put a little bump in the nose. This guy's got a muscle on the top of his nose. Let's come down like this. Put your highlight, triangle, shadow. Let's put a little dot over here too. There we go. Now the mustache. The mustache is going to come down like this and just kind of come across to here. So what's going to happen is you do a series. On the top of a mustache is usually a highlight. So let me just show you how to do that. You can just draw a long hair coming down, another one here, and then you do little strokes along the top like this, just to show that that's the top of the mustache. Then leave a space and do the longer hairs down here. And by leaving that space of white, you get this highlight going on here. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. Let's put 2 long hairs here and here, and then do the top. And then do your hairs on the bottom. And do you see how this space in between those hairs kind of make it look like a highlight? Then you can even do your cheek lines, which are kind of like a crutch coming down, and you could use that in here if you wanted to. So you're starting to see, oh man, I can start putting these faces together. Now, the next face, or the next nose, I'm going to do smaller, but a Fu Manchu. By the way, this is a regular mustache. Or normal. The next mustache I'd like to show you is a Fu Manchu. So let's just start out with a normal nose. You start out with your bowl that comes down like this, and your C, backward C, going to the top, the crown of the nose, coming up like this, coming down like this, highlight, triangle, a little bit of shadow, and now what we're going to do is we're going to do the regular mustache, but it's only going to be this wide. So we start out here, do your shadow on the top, or I'm sorry, the hairs on the top to get it shaded, and then you draw a long line on the side. Same thing on the other side. You're coming down like this. Then on the bottom, let's do a couple long hairs and do your mustache along the bottom. Now let's put some, like 3 or 4 more hairs along that side so you can kind of see what's going on there. So this guy's got this really long edge on his mustache. Now do the same thing on the other side. A couple long hairs in the middle. Do the hairs on the bottom. When you get to the side, draw a long hair or long line down, then kind of another one and another one if you need it. So it'll be like this. Let's put the bottom lip on this guy. So what's going to happen is I'm going to come across here like this, make that little fold in the middle, come across here like this, draw the edge of the lip, stretched out U, really stretched out, kind of like that. So you can see his bottom lip, his top lip is covered up by the mustache. Fu Manchu. Now the next one's going to be the cowboy mustache with a handlebar that curves up around like this. So let's start out with a kind of a normal nose. Let's go on with a big bowl here, kind of coming across like this, up like this. Your C, backward C, the crown of the nose coming up, a little bump in the nose. Let's have that coming up here, coming down to another little bump in the nose, and then coming down like this. Then, highlight, coming down to the triangle, the shadow, shadow, and then draw your regular mustache. So you start out with your few lines in the middle, coming down like this, and do your little bit of hairs on the top. Coming down here. And then you're going to take and draw kind of a big C there. And let's do another one, kind of going almost all the way, but stopping The third one kind of coming up and stopping a little bit sooner. Then the bottom of the mustache comes down like this. Comes in like that. Now the other side's the same thing, just mirrored from this side. 2 lines down the middle for the middle mustache hairs. Then do your top hairs. By the way, I kind of angle them out as they get down lower, and then do your backwards C, kind of coming up and around like that. Then another one kind of coming up, stopping a little sooner. Third one stopping even sooner. So you've got this. Then the bottom hairs. And this is going to be your handlebar mustache. Next, I'd like to show you how to draw 2 different types of ears. I'm going to have you kind of draw a line on the side of your paper like this, and then one like this. Now, this is going to be the face in between here, but I'm just showing you how to do the ears. So this is one side of the head, this is the other side of the head, and I just want to show you what's going on here. The first set of ears is called the half pear ears. So you start out with like a half pear, and you come down and draw it like it's upside down like that. And then the other side is going to be like an upside down half pear, kind of coming like this. This being the earlobe, this being the top. Then darken in the side of your head like this, and like this, and like this, and this. And then what happens is you draw almost like a number 5 in here, come down, and then that's the little part of the ear. That's the ear protector. So it comes over the top of the ear, shows this fold up here. It's like the first top part of a 5. Comes down, then curves in here like this. And then you do a backwards 5. Kind of coming along with a top long arm like this. Comes down in like this. And so this is the half pear ear. The next set of ears I'd like to show you are what I call the C ears. You draw the side of your face, then the side of your face here, and you come in and do a big C, backward C, and then a big forward C. So there's no earlobe on the bottom of this one. Then darken in the top of your face, the bottom of your face, the top of your face side there, and the bottom of your face side here. And then do your number 5. Curve right along the edge of that inside, follow the edge down, come to here, and then backwards, kind of come up like this, come down, and draw this in here like this. And these are your C ears.